I'm an experienced video editor who's trying to build a content creation agency. And last week I convinced a fitness coach to start working with me with the goal of growing his online presence, even though I get 0 views practically from my content. I believe this is something that you could implement as a video editor, or if you are in any industry where cold outreach is an option. The way I did it was by offering something he couldn't refuse: to hire me, an experienced and hardworking video editor who has a lot of knowledge about fitness, for free. This might sound easy to offer, but it's not, because I first needed to prove that I have all of those traits that I just mentioned, assuming that I managed to get his attention first. Only then is an easy offer for him to say yes to. Show, not tell. My way of showing all of those traits I say I have is through a cold, personalized video, where I research the prospect, write a script pointing out what they could do better, or what I think they are doing right or wrong, and how I could be of help for them. This method immediately shows that I'm hardworking, because every time they respond, they say that no one has ever sent them something like that.
With this level of detail we've actually put into a video, we're going through, mate, fair play, like genuinely, fair play.
That also proves that my video editing skills are at least above average. Not necessarily great, but since they always responded with a lot of enthusiasm, I feel confident saying that I'm at least above average. And finally, in this specific case, and my goal overall, where I target fitness coaches and I want to prove my knowledge about fitness, I simply show them my fitness results. I know that's not necessarily to bring social media results to a fitness client, but it's definitely a plus to work with something that also knows the space. Why work for free? I don't see any way around it. If I want to sell something, I first have to have proof that I've done it before. What I want to sell is growth on social media, and I haven't achieved that for anybody, not even myself. I barely get any views. I know that I at least could get my foot in the door by helping with generating content ideas and then editing. But my goal is that my ideas generate a lot of growth. That way I can charge a good amount of money for that, since they will be making that and more thanks to me. But that's a skill that will require a lot of effort and experience, and that's exactly what I'm after by offering this service for free. They get a lot of help with creating content that by now having 2 brains on it, it's nearly impossible for it to not perform a little bit better, and I get experience. Sounds to me like a good trade for both parties involved. Going after your dreams is scary. The first realization I had after finally convincing a fitness coach to accept this partnership is that now it's game time. I now have to come up with video scripts that are engaging without wasting too much of his time going back and forth. And that's not easy at all. I already wrote one, we went a little bit back and forth, and in that back and forth, honestly, I just felt dumb, because I built this idea on my mind that this partnership was going to be incredible right from the start, that I was going to have the weekly call to discuss what I'll be writing about, and from there I was going to be able to craft an amazing script with a perfect hook, a great storyline, and a great ending. The reality was that after that first weekly call, the script I came up with barely felt okay. It made me wonder, is that all I bring to the table? Because he could have come up with that right on the spot. And that feeling is scary, because coming up with great scripts is a requirement for the success of this partnership and the services I want to provide. The comforting part is that coming up with great scripts is not a small thing, so I shouldn't panic that I suck at it for now. It might be simple and even look a little bit like silly work to just come up with a few lines of text, but if I manage to become someone who writes persuading scripts that get traction on social media, everything explodes from there. And if I want to go after big things, I have to have an equal level of patience, humility, and effort. So it's normal that I feel scared or dumb, and I will use those feelings of inadequacy as fuel to put the work day in and day out. If you enjoyed this video or any part of it, I would love for you to tell me in a comment down below. I don't expect to be great for years to come, but if something caught your attention and sparked some joy, that will be really helpful to know. Thank you for watching the entire video, and I'll see you next week.